Good evening. For May 18th, the devotional is called The Cost to Others. The verse is John 19:25, and it says, "Standing by the cross of Jesus were his mother's sister, Mary the wife of Clopas, and Mary Magdalene." And the devotional says, "There is no Christianity without a cross, for you cannot be a disciple of Jesus without taking up your cross." Crosses are painful. They forever change your life. But sometimes the greatest cost will not be to you, but to those you love. You may be prepared to obey the Lord's commands, whatever they are, because you've walked with him and know that his way is best. Yet there will be those close to you who have not related to Jesus in the same way and have not heard his voice as clearly. Jesus understood that his Father's will for him led to a cross. The cross would mean a painful death for Jesus, and it would also bring suffering to those closest to him. Because of the cross, Jesus' mother would watch in agony as her son was publicly humiliated, tortured, and murdered. Jesus' aunt and close friends would witness his excruciating death. His disciples would be scattered in terror and confusion in what would be the longest, darkest night of their lives. Because of Jesus' obedience, there would also be a cross for each of his disciples. Obedience to your Lord's commands will affect others. Luke 14:26. Don't refuse to obey what you know God is asking, because you fear the cost to your family will be too great. Beware lest you seek to prevent those whom you love from taking up the cross God has for them. Don't ever try to protect those you love by disobeying God. The cost of disobedience is always far greater. Rather look to Jesus, your model, and see what it cost those around him for him to be obedient to his Father. So that's today's devotional. So, in a lot of foreign countries, mostly Muslim countries, or other countries such as like North Korea, in fact, not even North Korea, they just unalive everyone that doesn't worship Kim Jong-un. But we're not going to talk about that. That's for another day. But in most Muslim countries, if they don't kill you, what they do is they threaten you by saying, denounce your faith or we're going to kill your family. Okay? I'm here to tell y'all, don't denounce your faith. Okay? There's a punishment far worse than that. Now, they do this to force you to follow what they believe instead of, tolerate what us Christians believe. Now, if you don't denounce your faith, then they just go ahead and unalive you, your family, everyone you love. However, as the devotional said, I can't directly quote it. The cost of disobedience is always far greater. when you denounce your faith, and God may be telling you, which He does tell you, don't denounce your faith. And you denounce your faith, that's considered an act of disobedience, as we are told to keep the faith even until the end. Jesus said He'll be with us. And if we fully believe that He will be with us, then we should know, do not denounce your faith. Do not disobey something when Jesus told us He will be with us. But that's today's devotional. If y'all have any prayer requests, please put them in the comments below. And y'all have a great rest of y'all's night.